Hello, my friends and my beloved lecturer. In this occasion, we are from the group 3 want to present our topic, that is deforestation. Let me introduce my group. Me, Dinda Wahyudianti, number 16, Gilang Cahya, number 12, Siti Khadijah, number 13, Nur Hisham Fuad Widodo, number 14, and Emma Kori Aina, number 51. We divided the topic into 4 sections. The first section is definition, causes, and effect. The second section is the deforestation cases. The third section is solution of the deforestation, and the first section is the conclusion. Okay, we are going to start the first section, definition of deforestation. According to Cambridge Dictionary, deforestation is the cutting down of trees in a large area or destruction of forests by people. The second definition, deforestation, is the permanent removal of trees to make room for something besides forests. This can include clearing the land for agriculture, grazing, using the timber for fuel, construction, or manufacturing. The cause of deforestation. One is mining. The increase of mining on tropical forests is furthering damage due to the rising demand and high mineral prices. Next, overpopulation. Due to overpopulation, more need lands to establish housing and settlement. Logging, wood-based industries, and the last is agriculture, increasing supply demand for products such as palm oil and soybean. The next section can be delivered by Siti Khadijah.
I would like to talk about the effect of deforestation. Deforestation is one of the world's biggest environmental problems. Half of the world forests have already disappeared, and only 20% of remains is intact. As it stands, the world loses more than 23 million acres of forest area every year. So, what's the effect of deforestation? Some of effect of deforestation is below. 1. Reduced biodiversity. We know that the forest is a home to many rare and fragile species, ranging from mammals, birds, insects, amphibians, and plants. About 80% of the Earth's plants, animals, and plants live in forests. Most of plants' valuable biodiversity is within forests, particularly tropical ones. Moist tropical forests such as the Amazon have the greatest concentration of animal and plant species of any terrestrial ecosystem. As the deforestation proceeds, it has the potential to cause the extinction of increasing numbers of these species. In 2020. So, if this deforestation continues, it will reduce biodiversity and even cause the extinction of some species. And then, secondly, is disruption of the water cycle. The forest act as a source point, soaking up rainfall brought by tropical storm, while employing soils and releasing water at regular intervals. Butler, 2019. Uh, when forests are cut down, it can disrupt the water cycle, and when water runs out flows into stream and increasing rainfall levels, which can cause flooding in the city, village, or fields, and especially during in the rainy season. In the dry season, areas around deforestation can be potential to to, to drought due to reduced water site areas. Thirdly is danger of erosion. The loss of trees which anchor the soil with their roots causes widespread erosion throughout the tropics. Butler, 2019. Uh, the loss of forests causes water cannot absorb in the soil, and rainwater flows directly on the soil surface and can be evacuated to erosion. Erosion inflicts loss of the soil's fertility and pollutes rivers or lakes due to its sediments. Erosion that occurs near residential can be damage homes, roads, and even taking victims. And the last is climate change. When forests are burned, the carbon is returned to the atmosphere as carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas that has the potential to alter global climate. In 2020, and then the forests have an important role in the absorption atmospheric carbon via photosynthesis. When forests are cleared, uh, when forests are cleared, carbon dioxide and other gases pile up in the atmosphere, called the greenhouse effect. Heat trapped in the heat trapped in the atmosphere and then producing global warming. Global warming is the main thing in climate change. Okay, this is explanation from me, and then next topic can be explained by Gilang.
Around 1970, Indonesia used valuable resources from forests to benefit their economy. From 170 million hectares of forest covered in 1900 to 98 million hectares of forest left in the 20th century. Indonesia lost the most forest area, at more than 130,000 hectares, a 130% increase over the average deforestation rate in the first 3 months of 2017 to 2019. In the Papua area, Indonesia loses so much forest. Part of this 280,000 hectare area designated for palm oil plantation by the previous forestry minister have been deforested as these licenses were issued prior to the moratorium.
Next, we discuss about solution to the deforestation. Number one is government regulation. In order to protect the forest, there have to be strict regulation on how much forest is allowed to be cut down and how much has to be preserved. It is too tempting to cut down the forest and transform into farmland, Without regulation, the deforestation process will continue until there is not much forest left. Number 2 is convince farmers to avoid deforestation. Farmers have to be convinced of the huge negative effects of deforestation on humanity. Since farmers have a financial incentive for turning their forests into farmland, it should also be considered to subsidize them in a way that they have a financial incentive to protect their forests. Number 3 is reforestation and afforestation. Reforestation can be defined as the restocking of existing forests and woodlands that have been depleted. Then afforestation. Afforestation refers to the planting of trees in areas where there has been no tree cover before. Thus, either through reforestation and afforestation, another measure to meet the deforestation problem is to plant no trees. However, it takes a quite long time until the trees have a significant size and impact on the climate. Next slide. Change our consumption behavior. To provide all those resources, large areas of forest had been cut down. Then education. Education is another crucial measure against deforestation and its implied problem for our Earth. This education should start pretty early. It should already be taught in elementary school that we need our forests to survive as a species. The last, convince others. For really making an impact that matters, we have to convince our family, friends, or also as many people as possible about the importance of saving our forests from deforestation. With this solution, we hope that all of them will be able to protect the forest in this world.
The conclusion that we can get from this presentation, the firstly is we still have quite a lot of forests in our country, but we need to be wise to manage the forest. The secondly is there are too many things to be sacrificed for this earth. Examples: trees, air, animals, soils, and plants. So think again if you want to make this list that need a forest to be sacrificed. This earth is crying already. Thirdly, plant a trees and breathe oxygen for free. Thank you for listening our presentation and bye.